March Madness, NBA, man, we got a lot of basketball to talk today. Let's get into it. All right, James, it is season 6, episode
3.
Oh! Yeah, nice. You can count the 3.
Got a lot of basketball today, boys.
Yeah, like I just said in the intro, you know. We got Madness Tracker, which we are keeping the name Madness Tracker this year.
Yeah, definitely some madness.
Seems pretty fair. And then recent rundown, and then NBA team tier list. So, as always, got some good shorts for you as well. So let's get right into it. We got our Madness Tracker. I forgot the official bracket, so we're taking brackets that are not like.
I can tell you that you want to like.
Well, I know who won the games, James.
But what do you want to do? Like, do you want to go by games?
I don't really know because we don't have enough time.
Do you want to talk about good games?
Yeah, like we can skip the crap that no one cares about. But like
do we want to start Sweet 16 because we haven't been here since then?
Well, we haven't been there. We only had the first round.
We did not have the second round.
We didn't have the second round either. So we have like the entire tournament.
Okay, we can talk about the second round too.
So, like,
there really wasn't.
There were
much
some
in the second
fun
round.
games. Like we can just hit the high points, I think. So.
Yeah. What do you want to first? Do you want to talk about? Okay, you want to say your favorite game from round 2? And I'll say my favorite game from round 2.
I gotta remember the games now.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. My favorite game by far from round 2 was Vanderbilt, Nebraska.
I didn't watch that game. But,
And it was coming in, it was two play styles that were going to be really fun to watch. Like Vanderbilt likes to push the pace, shoot a ton of threes. Tyler Tanner in that game was incredible. Like, he's going to be one of the best players in college basketball next year. And Nebraska was just awesome. Like, Nebraska proved to us in this tournament that they deserve to be there, right? Like, with their Sweet 16 run, they took it to the end against Iowa, who we'll talk about in a minute. But, like, Nebraska proved, and Fred Hoiberg and that whole, like, organization proved they deserve to be there. But for Vanderbilt, it was crazy. Like, Brandon Frager, who's a freshman for Nebraska, he got a game-winning layup, and then Vanderbilt just inbound the ball real quick.
Dude, that was crazy.
And Tyler Tanner throws it up, and it was halfway in.
That was crazy.
Like, literally, if you go look at it, it is halfway in. And whether, I mean, that's just, right, it's unlucky. It's also would have been lucky if it went in. But it's crazy. It might be those balls, dude. Have you heard about that? Like, the balls are super inflated during the tournament?
BS, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's probably not that. But it's pretty crazy. Like, the clips where it was literally, like, under the rim. Bounced out.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'd say there's a lot of great games. That being one of them. Another great game was Florida-Iowa.
Yeah.
But I didn't really watch either of those games all the way through. The game that I watched, I didn't even watch this game all the way through, but I was invested in it enough, was St. John's, Kansas.
Yep.
I think the way this game ended and the way it was going the whole game, it was just a weird game, but super fun.
Yeah.
It was like St. John's was killing them, but they couldn't shoot the ball, and so Kansas stayed in it. And Kansas was just playing horrible, but staying in it.
Yep.
And then St. John's ends up taking the win in the end on the game winner. So lots of game winners in round 2. This was a crazy round 2. But yeah, that's my favorite game. And we can get into Florida Iowa as well because that was really upsetting for me, you know. But so we didn't say the score yet.
What for what?
For like our
yeah.
game.
Charlie has won.
I won by 2, and I think but by the way, we're getting better.
Yeah.
Last year,
not
great for either of us. This year we are average.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Next year we're gonna try to be like ball knowers.
But like March Madness, bro, you can know as much ball as you want, and like my sister's gonna be.
Yeah, shout out Miss Courtney, bro.
Yeah, and Miss Courtney, who's freaking destroying.
Yeah.
Like
so like, it's crazy just the way it goes. And shoot, what did I was say? Oh yeah, we both have Arizona going all the way, but that's our only Final Four team, so not great. I had Duke on my Final Four. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Florida Iowa was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
The way Florida came back, it was like, felt inevitable. The whole game was like, oh yeah, Florida's going to be back in this game, like no problem. And then they did, and they took the lead. I said, all right, yeah, this is Florida's game now. And then Iowa, man, they came back, they stayed in it. Credit to them, keeping their composure and going out there and being able to hit the game winner like that is awesome, man.
Yeah, and I think composure is like the perfect word for Iowa this year, right? Like we talked about it a little bit in our 2 episodes ago, I guess, when we were breaking down Iowa. Like, Ben McCollum, first of all, is one of my favorite coaches in college basketball. And I think one takeaway I had from this tournament is, like, when you are making a hire for a basketball coach, get a winner, right? Like, don't go based off of, like, fit or if they were a player there, like, all these kind of ties. Like, if they're a winner and they're a really, really good basketball coach, hire him, right? And that's exactly what they did with Ben McCollum. No really ties to Iowa, but, like, won 4 D2 championships, which is insane. and then goes to Drake, won a first-round game. Like, Iowa was really good this year, and they play this slow style of pace where they're just, like, staying in the game the whole time. And they're staying in it. And they're not going to let you go on really big runs, which is what Florida lives off of, right? Like, they put you away with their 18-5 run randomly. Like, stuff like that is what Florida lives off of. So for Iowa, this is a pretty good matchup because Florida likes to get out in transition. They like to shoot the three, and Iowa is really good at maintaining the pace of the game, and they do not let you shoot the three well. So, and then obviously that game winner was insane.
So as I'm doing this, as I go through my bracket making career, you know, like I'm learning. Like last year, the year before that, had way too much madness because of the year before I really got into it was like the NC State and the FAU year, and I was like, okay, that was crazy. So I was playing off of that, and then I started realizing, okay, this isn't how it goes. So this year we're looking better, but this year I went more of like how they're playing recently, and that really didn't work at all because there's no logic you can put into this at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, what I'm noticing, it's more of a full body of work that really reflects it, not just how you're playing recently that really reflects it. So
exactly, yeah.
That's interesting.
That's a great takeaway.
So, and I think that's what I did with Florida. Like Florida was running through the SEC, but and they ended up, you know, they weren't playing well in the tournament, and that's how it goes. And I'm gonna say Todd Golden really failed on this defensive call. I don't care what you think.
Okay.
This is a horrible defensive call. There's 8.9 seconds. You're up by 2, and so you can give up a 3, or you can't give up a 3. So, why are we pressing with 3 guys right here? 9 seconds. I understand, like maybe you're trying to foul up to, or
that was his. So his.
But also, like you gotta trust your defense. Man.
So the point was, so Iowa is a team that is Bennett Sturts, who's a star and will probably be a top 15 pick in the draft, and a bunch of role players, and they're all just kind of right? But they can all make shots. They can all like do a bunch of stuff. But Todd Golden said after the game, he was like, our goal was to take away Bennett Sturts entirely and foul one of the role players. He said that exactly. Foul one of the role players, make them make 2 free throws, and then we get the chance to go win it, and we believe we can win in overtime, even if they were to hit the 2 free throws.
It's just like, I don't really understand why. Okay, so my thought here is just like, you can put one guy up here on the ball and put pressure on him. So if he fouls him, great. Like, put one guy on the ball. And then you make him work to get up the court. I wouldn't even foul. I would just make them work to get up the court, and they have no time left once they get there. And then just take away the 3-point line and make them go inside. And guess what? They're not going to be able to. They don't have time. Yeah. So they're going to end up taking probably a contested 3 or a contested mid-range that doesn't go in. Like, you have to trust your defense. Like, this is... And even if you're trying to... Like, this is a full-on man press.
It just wasn't good.
This is dumb.
No,
like,
I agree.
You can't... Sorry, I can't talk. But you can't man press right here. That gives them the opportunity to get the fast break, which is exactly what they want. Like, you can't let them unlock and get out like that. And so you have one guy on the half-court line, 3 guys inside the Iowa arc, and 1 defender back there. How's that going to work out, Todd? Like, it's so unbelievably stupid, and I know this hit home for me. I have Florida in the final. But it's an unbelievably stupid defensive play. I would, put me out there as coach Florida, and I would have won you this game. So, just... I think
like the premise to foul up 2 against a team like Iowa is okay. Like, I get that. But I agree the way he set it up was not the right way to do it. Right? And if you're going to foul, let them get into the front court and then foul.
He wanted to save time. He wanted to save time. So that's
that's true.
He wanted to foul them immediately.
That's true.
You don't need 3 guys in there. You can foul them when they get to their own volleyball line. You can put 1 guy on the ball and let him figure it out. Like, put 1 guy at the top of the key. They just put a guy at the top of the key, and he runs to the ball and fouls.
That's what I would have.
Maybe 2 guys out there and 3 guys.
I would put 1 guy.
You have to have at least 3 guys inside your 3-point or on your arc. Like,
because the crazy part about
no threes.
Exactly. The crazy part about that drive too is like Bennett Sturts could have taken the layup. First of all, he could have passed it to the other corner if he would have like gone up for the layup and then passed it. The other corner was wide open.
Yeah.
And then Fulgaris was obviously open on that corner.
1 versus 3. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, you have to have at least 3 guys stopping the 3-pointer because that is the goal, to not let them get 3 points.
Yeah.
And like Todd Golden kind of lost that.
Also, the play call at the end and Xavier Lee's decision making sucked too. Like they had 4 seconds on the clock and they went down. And in that situation, if you have 4 seconds,
Xavier Lee was not in a bad spot. He needs to just go up.
Exactly. That's what he should have done because you have to force a shot at that point.
Yeah.
Like and I get what they were trying to do, but the thing is, like, when you have 4 seconds, your goal is to get 4 dribbles and shoot. When it's 4 seconds, when it's 5 seconds, it's 5 dribbles and shoot. That's the max you get. He took 4 dribbles and then decided to pass.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the problem. And the play design could have been good if he had more time.
He wanted to, like, he kind of got boxed into thinking, I need to pass this. And then when he realized he couldn't, then he was under the goal, so he couldn't shoot it. It's like, stuck. At that point, you need to get to the block and jump stop and go up and either get fouled or try to make it. Because that's the only chance you have of scoring on that possession at that point. because Iowa played good defense. Anyway, that's too much time on that. Let's move on.
Any other game? You want to move to Sweet 16?
Let's see if there's any other noteworthy games.
I don't remember there being.
I had
there?
UCLA beating UConn.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
close game for a while. Do you have any big upsets that didn't happen in the second round?
Look, I don't remember
okay, so
having a ton.
I had my two were Miami over Purdue and UCLA over UConn. Neither happened, but I'm pretty happy with both of those picks. Like, they were both very competitive games. The scores don't look like it very much, but UCLA lost by 15, but that was like a 5-point game the whole game.
Yeah.
Like they were very much in it. I think they had the lead late. So did Purdue, like in the second half. I think Miami had the lead over Purdue in the second half at some point. So like that game ended as a 10-point loss for Miami. So both those teams stayed in it. I still didn't like what I saw out of UConn or Purdue, which is what I expected, right? I didn't like either of those teams. I really haven't loved what I've seen from either of them outside of maybe the UConn Duke game, but like really, they were getting killed. So it's
but I mean,
so it's just like I just kind of stand by what I've been saying about these teams, even though
I would have for
they made
UConn. Though.
even though they made it farther than.
I agree. So with Purdue, I
I gotta
totally
give
agree.
UConn their flowers though.
I'll agree with Purdue for sure because they had to grind out games, right? Like the Miami game, which Miami's a really good team, right? Like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then like grinding one out against Texas that they honestly should have lost. I get that. The UConn, I think, is a little bit of a different story, which we'll get to that in a minute. But and then
They looked really sloppy. Like they look bad.
I mean, Kansas and Vandy were two teams. I had Kansas in my
Yeah,
Final
like,
Four and Vandy my Elite Eight. So like, those are my two that.
I
were
had
tough.
Vandy winning that game.
I thought Kansas had it too at the end.
The Tennessee Virginia game was nice.
Yeah.
I was confident. This is the same thing. I was low in Virginia all year. The way they played in the ACC tournament, I was like, okay, maybe they got it.
So good in the ACC.
And so like, if I'm picking that game based on their whole body of work, I probably, even though I thought Tennessee was buns too, I probably come closer to picking Tennessee in that game. But because I went more recency, I went with Virginia. And that wasn't right. Virginia played terrible.
Yeah, and I mean Tennessee just like bodied
Tennessee
them.
got kind of a cupcake run, bro.
They did.
I mean, they kind of like
For sure.
because they're not very good. I still don't think they're very good.
Who? Tennessee? No,
Yeah,
Tennessee was not
Michigan
good.
killed them
Because Tennessee's not good.
'Cause,
Like
yeah,
straight up.
they're
like,
just not.
And they got and we could talk about the Iowa State game too in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
No Joshua Jefferson, right? Like
Yeah.
Iowa State's best player being
Iowa State
out.
wipes the floor with them with Jefferson.
Yes, probably. So
Okay, so and then Texas beating Gonzaga was the other. Number
I
big
mean,
game
yeah,
in the second round.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I did not. I had Gonzaga moving to my Elite Eight. I actually had Texas making the Elite Eight until I switched it last second. So, yeah, F me. But good game from Texas. I did not expect this from them coming into the tournament, and
No, I did not.
they actually looked really good. They played really clean basketball, and they again should have beaten Purdue also to make the Elite Eight.
They look like the team like we thought Texas was going to be at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? Like
I can't speak for that.
they have a ton of senior leaders, they have a ton of bucket getters, and they move the ball really well. Like they have a ton of talent. They just like couldn't put it together defensively at all throughout the season. And they're actually really good on defense. But yeah, they finally look like that team that.
But Texas also kind of a Tennessee case, so they weren't actually that good. They just had a really easy run.
I wouldn't say
Like,
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's not very good.
I mean, they're a weak 3 seed, but they're not like.
And BYU sucks. Everyone knows that. And Gonzaga wasn't very good for a 3 seed, and
Purdue's good. Like
Purdue, I don't think Purdue is any good.
Purdue
Right?
talent wise, dude.
It's crazy how they suck, but they suck.
Yeah,
Like
that's actually Purdue has like the best starting 5 by far.
Yeah,
and like
they just
they're
always
so
suck
bad.
in March. Like
Yep, always.
I don't know. And then High Point almost took down Arkansas.
Dude, that
which is
game
an
was
awesome game.
incredible. Like
yeah, and then that was just a match.
I forgot about that game.
That was like
It was a long time ago.
it's kind of a suicide game. It was like you ever Wednesdays to play Arizona.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
cooked either way.
Yeah. So Arizona in the Sweet 16, Arizona beat Arkansas. Utah State kind of hung in there with Arizona.
They did, yeah.
Biggest
Arizona test by far.
So
like,
how
Arkansas
did
winning.
I forgot how this Purdue Texas game ended? Do you remember? I was watching it. I forgot.
Oh, so yeah, Texas, Tremont Mark hit a really tough shot, and then Purdue goes, and Braden Smith is actually really smart because
It was a tip end.
he goes up on the drive, and he goes up with like 3 seconds, which Xavier
That's
didn't have
always
enough
smart.
time, but like you should go up with
Yeah.
about that amount of time because if you do miss it,
Then
he gives the opportunity for a tip in, and Trey Kaufman was right there. It was perfect, came right off the rim, perfect to him, and he just tapped it right up, and it went like straight through. It didn't even touch the net.
Yeah, he always seemed to come up to get big situations in this tournament.
Who, Braden Smith?
No, Coffin Red.
Oh,
They
okay.
always been like a momentum play, or like the other team's on a run. He
'Cause
always stifles it.
Exactly.
You know?
He's even keeled. He's
Yeah.
always has been like that.
And that's what they were kind of missed that. I think at some points in this like Arizona was that the game where he got like a ton of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Both of them did. Both the bigs.
yeah. So that's what Arizona does.
Yep, that's what they do.
Duke St. John's was a great game.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then
this is Sweet 16.
Yeah, Sweet 16. That was an awesome game. Duke barely pulled it out, and then UConn and Michigan State. This was another awesome one coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State, I was really high on them. I didn't have them. I had them losing to.
Dude, Michigan State made a freaking run too. Like UConn was up 18, and Michigan State almost came back.
Yeah, I had Michigan State losing in the Sweet 16 to UCLA just because I needed let's see in the Elite Eight, but I didn't really believe that. I think I also forgot how good Michigan State was, and I was actually really high on them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so to see UConn just kind of stifle them early was really interesting. And then I don't know, I feel like Fears never really got going, and they were able to come back, just not enough.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I actually picked Michigan State, like in my second chance bracket to beat UConn.
Yeah, I did too.
Because I thought Jackson Kohler and I thought Carson Cooper, like those two front court bodies could stifle Terrace Reed. Terrace Reed was awesome in this game. Like, and he's been awesome all tournament, and he'll continue to be awesome, win or lose in the next game. Yeah. But like, he has been kind of their everything's kind of run through him in this tournament, and it makes sense. He's their best player. But yeah, I thought Michigan State was going to come back and win it though. They just couldn't hit shots. Like, it was
yeah, it's just what it is.
Which UConn couldn't either in that game. In the second half.
UConn just never hit shots. That's what
when they do though.
That's what's kind of like pulled me away from them in this tournament is they never really get hot. Like, they're just kind of.
But the thing is, like, at the beginning of the year, once again on neutral courts against really good teams, they like dominated because they have the guys inside, right, and they have some studs and they have really good ball handlers, and they were shooting the three so well, right? Like, if they can get back to that, they can genuinely run to a national title. Problem is, we still haven't seen it in this tournament, and they're somehow in the Final Four.
Yeah, it's I don't know, weirdest Final Four run in a long time I've seen. But like,
do we want to just talk about them, or do we want to stick in the Elite or Sweet 16? Stick in the Sweet 16.
I think, man, even that was like the weirdest opening game run I've ever seen in my life. Like, that was not like a momentum run. Like, UConn, I feel like they were. Oh. They never had momentum, but they were up by 18. It's like, bro, like, what the heck? So
any other games?
Iowa, Nebraska was also a good one.
It was.
This was close the whole game, and Iowa kind of pulled away late, but I didn't really watch this one.
I did.
I know you skipped our Hooters to watch it, so.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Actually, I mean, it wasn't because of that, but I did watch this game.
Yeah.
This was like Bennett Sturts was really, really good in this one, and finally we saw like what Iowa can look like at their peak. Iowa with Bennett Sturts playing well was pretty unstoppable, and Nebraska just got like no help from anybody besides Price Sanford. Like, that dude is insane. Do you know how quick his jump shot is? Like, if you watched him, you remember him. So he's their wing. He wears 21. I don't know if you remember him.
No, dude.
But like, sniper. But he's like 6'9", and he's like a power forward sniper. Like, he's so good. And just like no one else helped him out. Like, no one else could shoot the ball. And Iowa, once again, just like defensively and took him out the game like they do with their tempo. That's what Iowa does.
If you had told me Illinois would score 65 points against Houston, that's a Houston win bucket.
Yeah.
And but Houston scored 55.
Dude, the halftime score.
That was insane.
Oh my god. Okay, so this game was going on at the same time as the Arkansas-Arizona game. And the Arkansas-Arizona game at halftime was 54-43.
It's 24-22.
It was 24-22 at the halftime of Illinois-Houston. Like, literally no one could hit a shot. It was insane. And the defense was... Illinois' defense in this game was the deciding factor, because we haven't seen Illinois play defense this good. I haven't seen them play defense this good all year.
They were just scoring 100.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And, like, it was so interesting, because I thought, Houston, the defense and the way that they play is going to outlast, Illinois' fun offensive thing, and it just didn't. And Illinois didn't have the fun offensive thing. Like, they played Houston's game and won. That's the crazy thing.
That's what's wild.
Like, what Houston will do to you. They'll make you play their game, but Illinois said, okay, I'll beat you like that. And that was just...
And that's what makes Illinois so scary, dude. It's like they hit you from everywhere offensively. And it's kind of funny because at the beginning of the year, I talked about Illinois a lot, but I never expected them to actually like do anything with it. I thought it would be a fun team that maybe could win 2 games in March. Maybe get to a Sweet 16. Because it was fun. It was like we haven't seen an all-European team ever. Like, we've never seen it pretty much besides 2 guys that play. They're all Europeans. Like, we haven't seen that assembled.
Plenty of Americans on the bench.
I'm sure. Yeah, they still don't
have the bench. All the
white Illinois boys.
It was like they had like 8 Americans on their roster.
That's crazy. That is wild. Like literally, it is. Hold on, I want to read out the names just because I want y'all to hear this.
Well, they're all like Ivicic at the end.
Hold on. Mirkovic,
Itch. They all end in itch.
Avicic,
Itch.
the other Avicic,
Itch.
Humorchris?
That's not. Is it in an itch? No.
No, it doesn't, but he's Greek.
Oh.
Stojakovic,
Itch.
obviously, and those are the only guys that play.
Yeah.
And then there's, hold on, these are the Americans.
Yeah.
Keaton Wagler.
But is he American? I guess he is.
He is.
Okay.
Keelan Boswell, and then we got Jake Davis.
That boy can shoot. They can
So
always.
we got Tomislav Visic to Jake Davis.
Yeah.
No, but they're so much fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cheering for them. I think that's the team besides Arizona.
Who do they play?
They play UConn.
No, I'm cheering for them.
Okay. I'm at that game is
Um,
actually we can talk about it in a minute. But
Yeah. So Tennessee, we already touched on them. They beat.
they beat
Iowa State.
Joshua Jefferson Iowa
Yeah.
State. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they beat the team that without their best player. Good
Yeah.
for them. We both had Iowa State in our Final Four, so we were kind of salty.
I
with
think they could have been there. Like, I'm dead serious.
that.
A
Yeah,
match-
no, they could have.
Like, if they got matched up against
But
Michigan, I think they
Michigan
could.
kind of looks.
Michigan
like,
looks so good right now.
All right,
Like,
so that leads us to the Elite Eight. Illinois kind of just beats up Iowa.
yeah, it was just it was
Iowa's
time.
run was kind of over, and
Yeah.
and Illinois, they showed that they're way better than them, and they kind of not that much to say there. I didn't watch that game. I didn't watch any of the Elite Eight really.
Keaton Wagler was
Fortunately.
insane in that game.
So Michigan, Tennessee, this was just a beatdown. Michigan killed them, as they should have.
Mhm.
And then Arizona, Purdue, kind of Purdue
controlled.
actually stuck in this game.
They
but
controlled the game though.
Arizona at the
controlled
end, it was just like
Yeah.
Like, there was never really a doubt that Arizona would lose this game.
Yeah.
And then Duke, UConn, talking about
it.
having
Let's
a
talk
doubt.
about it, baby.
Like, this was insane. Like, you start.
Okay, so first of all, coming into this, like Duke at this point is fully healthy, right? And UConn is fully healthy as well. But like with a fully healthy Duke against UConn, like I'm taking Duke every single time because Duke looks so good when they're fully healthy. And they played great in the first half. That was the best showing of Duke I have seen all year in the first half. Like they looked incredible, and UConn looked putrid. Like they looked horrible. And they were down, what, like 17 at half?
It was 19 at some point.
19
It
at
was
some
19
point,
in the
okay.
second half.
And just UConn, like, Duke starts getting really sluggish offensively, really just, like, lackluster
They do that,
defensively. They do, exactly.
Yeah.
They do. And they just let UConn just kind of start to get back into it. And UConn starts to hit a couple threes, right? Like, Silas Demery knocks down 2 in a row. And then it's like, okay, now they're down 6. And it's like, okay, they're sticking in this game. They're sticking in this game.
And Duke won.
And Duke did not win. And
Like,
Duke did the same.
They did, though.
And then Duke had it. They had it. They actually, so on the last play, UConn's down by 2.
Dude,
right?
what is Caden doing? Yeah, Duke was up by 2 with the ball with 10 seconds left. Like,
Duke
what
has
are
the
you
ball
doing?
up 2. 10 seconds left.
And they got it
They
in.
pass it around.
They got it in.
Yeah, they get it in. And Cam Boozer gets it and then passes it to Dame Sarr. No, listen, so they get it into Cam first.
Yeah.
And then Cam holds it for like 3 seconds. They're wasting time.
Yeah.
Dame Sarr takes it next.
3
He's got
seconds.
it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Gets it up to Caden. Caden, all you gotta do is just sit there, dog. You ain't gotta do
Point guard.
nothing.
The point guard, you were the one that went to shoot the free throws. Just literally hold the ball and duck. And like he tried to go over the guys that are way taller than him. Alright, by the way, first of all, fake a pass to make a pass. Everyone knows
Yeah.
that.
Also, like I get why he was doing it. It would have put the game away, but
Yeah.
you just don't do it, right? Like you don't do it.
Unless you're like, no, you can get it over.
Yeah,
At
it's
that point,
not-
there's 2 of them, and they're both 6 inches taller than you, and they're going up at the same time as you. Like, you're not getting that over them. It's the only, like, I don't know. It's just bad judgment. He got kind of greedy, and have you seen the pictures, like, the Duke sideline whenever they were shooting it?
Yeah, I
they
saw
all
Shire.
knew it. They
Yeah, I
all
saw
knew.
Shire.
You go back, and they're all like,
Yeah.
as it was going up.
And
And
then,
so, yeah.
exactly. So then Mullins gets it, passes to Caravan, and the fact that Caravan didn't shoot
Yeah,
that
that was-
shot is awesome. By the way,
Yeah.
like giving it up to the freshman to come and step into a 3, which like TS was from half court,
Yeah, it was.
threw it up, green, bro. Like, oh my gosh, green. And then Duke has like 0.3 seconds. I thought there was gonna be another Leitner moment where it's like, you know, the
There's
Christian
not
Leitner
time for
shot.
that.
Well, you can get it off of 0.3. It's really hard, but
Hey, yeah, I think wasn't it like 0.7, which you need to like shoot? So it had
no,
to
you
be,
need
like,
0.3.
tip.
You need 0.3 to shoot.
I don't think.
I'm pretty sure you need 0.3 to shoot.
It was like, okay, maybe if you like did it like right here and then
yeah,
but,
like technically, like you,
Yeah.
if it's under 0.3, you literally cannot get the ball off your hand unless it's like a
yeah,
just like a you barely touch it.
yeah.
But this is okay. So I've got 2 main things about this game. You can What do you? What do you have
I
about
think
it?
this was. I mean, I don't really have anything.
I think it's
wouldn't
just
watch the rest of this.
so I guess it's just one thing. It's Duke being Duke again.
Yeah,
Like
no,
last
they
year,
do that. Like, they
y'all
do it every
remember
year.
last year?
It's the Shire teams that they all just get sluggish.
Exactly.
Like, they get up and they get sluggish, and the same thing last year with the flag team. And it's just weird.
Dude, they were up. I went back and rewatched that game, like the ending of it.
Mm-hmm.
They were up 9 with a minute and a half left in the game.
Yeah.
9 with a minute and a half left in the game, and Houston came back and won by 4. Like, that's insane. And I think it's also finally you start to think about hey, Duke, do the freshmen work? Like, does it work? Because they made mistakes at the end.
I think it's less of a freshman problem.
Okay.
Because in March they're not freshmen anymore. But I think
But that moment from Caden is a freshman moment.
I think it's a coaching moment, and the
Okay.
coaching needs to be better. The preparation, I don't know what they do in there, but the mindset needs to change. And I think.
Question: if Braden Smith was in Caden's position, does Duke?
Yeah.
win
Well.
the
Yeah.
game?
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, yes, freshman moment that happens, but also there's a way to coach them at that point in their
Maybe
season to
yeah.
don't do that. There was a timeout before that, wasn't there?
There was.
Yeah, so tell them to stop, to just not do that. All you have to do is shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah. But think about the other teams that are in the Final Four, right? Like UConn,
Yeah, I
so
know
much
what you're
senior
saying.
leadership. Illinois, they're all freaking old. And then there's Arizona, right? They have a couple freshmen, but their point guard Jaden Bradley is a senior leader,
Yeah, I know.
right? And they have a couple guys, and then obviously Michigan, has a bunch of senior leader guys. But
Yeah, and Duke needs to at least get guys that are.
I think they need to get a
They
point
need to
guard
hit
out
the
of the portal.
portal.
I think
Yeah.
it's a point guard. It's a senior point guard out of the portal for me.
Yeah, that's.
Just to run the offense next year.
Yeah, I think they could work. They're missing something. And I think the
it's
veteran
something.
leadership is probably.
Yeah, and
probably-
Shire. I totally agree. I think both of
Shire
these
needs
are
to
on
get
Shire
better.
too. So Shire, you think he's the only coach in the history of basketball to do less with more?
What do you mean to do?
He does less when he had they have the best recruiting class every single year.
Yeah, obviously.
Duke, and they're gonna have 3 guys probably go. Not this year, actually. They'll just have 2. That'll go in
Only
the first
2
round.
guys.
Only 2. They'll have 3 go probably in the draft, but
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say he's doing less because he's still getting Final Fours and Elite Eights.
You're right.
So it's at a point, it's just okay, you're still getting there.
But when does the Duke standard become?
But also, yeah, it only needs to change. And
Yeah.
when it's consistently, if you're losing for different reasons or running into buzzsaws, that's one thing. When you have these games and you're consistently doing the same thing over and over again, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
That's a great way to put it. I agree.
So now the Final Four. We'll react to this next week, but
I'm excited for both matches.
UConn, Illinois should be really interesting. Illinois definitely a little faster, relies more on their outside, and then UConn relies more on the inside with Reed. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 teams clash. And I would say whoever gets their pace and whoever plays their way wins this game, but Illinois doesn't give a hell.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And UConn just came back 20 to beat Duke.
Yeah,
So,
whatever.
literally anything could happen.
Whoever's winning at halftime this game is going to lose.
Most likely.
Arizona, Michigan is just so great. These are the two
best teams in
2
basketball.
best teams in the sport. They're both hot as hell right now.
They're both, yeah.
I want to lean Arizona just because I think they're better.
I know.
But I think right now, the way Michigan's playing, I would pick Michigan.
Yeah.
They are just they're just look unbeatable right now.
Yeah.
But the one team that can make you look beatable after that is Arizona. So that'll be interesting.
Dude, we needed to see this matchup so bad. This is a matchup we needed to see. We wanted to see in the regular season. We never got it, right? It was never scheduled. We don't play in the same conference. But, Arizona, they don't shoot the 3 ball well at all, right? They don't shoot the 3. Michigan loves to get out in transition and shoot the 3. So, for me, that's the biggest swing thing. Can Michigan get out in transition and shoot the 3? Michigan probably wins because their size underneath is going to be enough, I think, to disrupt Arizona to make them play a little off their game. Mm-hmm. So if Arizona can knock down a couple outside shots, I think Braden Burries is one of the guys in this game. He has to step up. And for Michigan, it's going to be Yaxel Lindenberg. He has been so awesome in this tournament. But this will be an incredible game. This will be last year. Pick one. You can pick Florida, Auburn. You can pick Houston, Duke. It's going to be one of those type of games. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All
right.
Next week we'll finish it off.
Let's move into our next segment. Cue the music. You ready?
The Final Four is set. Yeah, I'm ready, Twin.
Okay, just making sure.
2 seed UConn versus 3 seed Illinois, and then 1 seed Arizona versus Michigan. Notable things from March Madness: number 9 seed Iowa, 6 seed Tennessee are in the Elite Eight, and 11 seed Texas made it to the Sweet 16. Hubert Davis is fired by North Carolina after their loss to VCU and just an underwhelming few years. And Will Wade leaves NC State after 1 year. He's back at LSU after being fired for cause in 2022. Jackson Smith and Jigbo gets 4 years, $168.6 million extension. Now he is going to be the highest paid receiver in NFL history. Okay, Puka, just don't mess up. You'll do the same thing. Oh, wait. He's anti-Semitic, he bites people, and he's in rehab now.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin Durant passes Michael Jordan for the 5th most points ever. The Bulls waive Jaden Ivey following insensitive remarks. And the Bucks waive Cam Thomas. MLB opening day happened, and lots of prospects were a part of it this year. Number 5 overall prospect, J.J. Weatherholt. He's on the Cardinals. He had a home run and a walk-off base hit in his first series. The 6th overall prospect, Nolan McLean. He pitched last year, and pitched in the WBC. Then also had 8 strikeouts in his first start this year. Number 16 overall prospect, Carson Bench. He's on the Mets as well. He hit a homer in his debut. Number 11 overall prospect, Bubba Chandler on the Pirates. Had no earned runs in his first start. Number 18 prospect, Carter Jensen for the Royals. He homered in his first series. The number 2 prospect, Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. Had 4 hits in his debut. And the number 8 prospect, Samuel Basallo for Baltimore. Got his first home run yesterday. And Minutaka Murakami, not a prospect, but he's on the White Sox. He had 3 homers in his first 3 games, and everyone is stupid.
Yeah, is my pick Loki looking good right now?
Yeah. And in total, 20 of the top 100 prospects on opening day roster.
That's crazy. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah. Speaking of prospects, baseball's number 1 prospect, Connor Griffin, was called up today. He's a shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He also gets a 9-year, $140 million extension before playing a single game in the MLB. Another prospect got something similar earlier. I forgot who it was. Stephon Gilmore retires from the NFL. And Kirk Cousins signs a 5-year, $172 million contract with the Raiders. But it's really just 1 year, $20 million. Because there's options and stuff. So, James, who will be the Final 4 most outstanding player?
Ooh, I like it. Okay. I'm going to go... I'm going to just keep the story going. Let's go Keaton Wagler, dude. Let's say they beat UConn, and then he plays his butt off in the championship. Maybe they win it all. Like, there's a chance.
Yeah, it could happen.
Keaton Wagler, I think he's probably the most talented probably out of everyone left. Maybe Axel Lindenberg, probably. But I like this. This story's so incredible. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Wagler.
I had written down Braden Burries, but I might change it to Yaxel. I'll go with Yaxel Lindenberg. I think they're gonna win the whole thing, and I think obviously he's the best player on their team. He's amazing. Is he gonna get drafted?
Yeah, probably top 15.
Right.
He'll probably go lottery.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
He'll kind of be maybe like Walter Clay, or not Walter Clay. Who went in the lottery last year? It's kind of a senior. It's random. Someone like that. He'll be the first probably senior taken off the board.
Right. So. Yeah, time for our NBA tier list based on how likely they are to win a championship this year. I don't know if y'all can read this or not.
Do you want to talk about our boys down here?
We didn't zoom in too much. So it's literally Kent is our bottom one because they literally are eliminated. So for these 10 teams, sorry. And then for our teams left, again, I don't know if you can see this or not, but we have favorites at the top. We have Has a Chance. We have Pacers. Now, we're not talking about this year's Pacers that are down here and literally can't. We're talking about last year's Pacers.
Who can go on that kind of run.
So it's a team that can go on that kind of run and get crazy hot. And then it's frick no. Alright? So those are our categories today. So
alright, we just go in order of the teams?
Let's just go right there. Fake gave us an order. Alright.
Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, you take the...
You don't want to... Any initial thoughts?
I couldn't name 4 players on their team.
Can you name 3?
Okay, well, they have Jalen Johnson.
That's their best player, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. They still have Porzingis?
They do not. He's on the Warriors.
He's on the Warriors, yeah, that's right.
They trade for, though.
Kaminga.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they're going to go frick no, I think. I would say.
Okay.
Unless you disagree, I'm obviously going to defer to you.
We'll see.
But,
yeah.
One more player on their
team. There's one guy you're missing. He's averaging 20.
Oh, it's some guy who shouldn't be averaging 20, isn't it?
He might win most improved player.
It's is it Dyson?
No, but Dyson is on the team. There you go. You got 3.
Okay, who is it?
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, he has been incredible this year. And the Hawks,
for no reason.
Yeah, it's so random. Now, it was a really good signing. We were expecting him to fit in very well, which he has. We weren't expecting him to average 20. That's incredible.
No, they have Reese Shea, too.
Yeah, no, they have a bunch of guys, and they're actually playing really, really well. It's just a bunch of wings. Everyone's a wing on the team. It's crazy. Okongwu is playing awesome. He finally has the starting role, which is like I've been waiting for him to get the starting role for so long. And then Jock Landale off the bench has been all like they have a bunch of just guys. I would say right now they're playing so well. I might put them in the Pacers.
We can go in the Pacers tier
Okay.
I think we can reserve Fritno for like the rest of the East. So,
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
I think that's good because they're playing so well. They seem like a team that could go on a run for sure.
Yeah. Celtics. Now this is interesting. Do we want to go has a chance or do we want to go favorites? It's either gonna be low favorites or high as a chance. What do you think about this?
I would say favorites, but we haven't seen enough yet, right? With Tatum fully healthy, we technically haven't seen enough.
Well, he won't make them worse.
That is correct. Yeah, he had a triple-double, actually, a couple nights ago. So, like, they're playing really well. They're playing, like... Right now, they're probably playing, like, the best team in the East. The East sucks, so, like, that's not really, like, much to say. I would probably say favorites, because I feel like we got to put at least a couple teams
Let's go
from the
favorites.
East. Okay.
Oh, we can do one.
Maybe just one.
Yeah.
That's also true. We
I think-
might
do you
actually
want to
just
just
do...
fill out the rest of that category real quick?
What, favorites?
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy.
Do we?
Thunder.
Actually, you think so?
Thunder, Spurs,
Yeah.
and Celtics. That's it.
You think that's it?
I'm pretty confident with that. And then
Yeah, I guess probably actually.
Yeah. and so Pistons maybe, but Pistons don't really.
No, I wouldn't say. I would say like Nuggets.
No, but they're also
But-
like the 5 seed.
They're the 4 seed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's like-
you're right.
They won't put the Lakers up there. Like
Hell no.
the Nuggets have a chance. Like literally.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not a favorite. You're right. They can't be a favorite with how they
So-
played. You're right. Those are the best 3 teams in the NBA.
Yeah,
right there.
So not in that order, of course, but yeah. So the Spurs with Wemby, they can just they're a year ahead,
and dude might win MVP.
and
Like,
he might win MVP. But I still don't think it's
that's a
gonna
good order. There we go.
happen. And so yeah, the Thunder are just incredible, like they were last year. Same story. They're amazing, and then the Spurs with Wemby showing up early and making things happen they're incredible.
Facts. So
Yeah, anything to say about them?
They're like freaking.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Stephon Castle is. Yeah.
So,
I thought he was gonna be one of the like a really good role player. Dude is almost a superstar.
So yeah, nobody can beat the Thunder unless you're the Spurs.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
can beat the Thunder.
Or maybe the Celtics in the finals.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm talking about like in the regular season. Like,
Yeah.
Except for the Spurs.
That's also true. The Spurs own the first.
Okay,
round.
so let's keep going in order now. We had to get
Hornets.
them out of the way. Hornets, frick no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
The Hornets, maybe one day.
They're
but
slightly under that Atlanta tier.
But
You're
they
right.
don't have what it takes right now, and they're really fun. They can win regular season games, but in the playoffs, when it gets down to it, they don't have enough like playoff level players. LaMelo Ball, I don't know what he looks like in the playoffs. Really,
You're
I
right.
really
We've
just
never
don't.
really seen him.
And I really don't think it's great. And I think Brandon Miller can be a solid second player on your team in the playoffs, but not your best player. And I think Conklin Nipple can shoot the ball really well. And I think they need another
They
guy
do.
who is just steadfast and consistent that can win you games in the playoffs. I don't think LaMelo Ball is that. So I think there's one more move to be made, and I think hopefully they make it over the offseason.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
I would say there's a couple of moves needed to be made for Charlotte, right? To
Well,
start
maybe
like
big.
be
for
fair-
Chuck, big picture. Chuck, casual, looking at their roster.
like you're technically right. They low key have 3 potential All Stars on their team, but they don't have the guy.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have a guy to like in the playoffs. Maybe that's just like leadership, right? Like maybe that's
Yeah.
not like the best player on the team. Maybe that's just like a leader, for an
I
example.
mean, Dylan
Like,
Brooks per se.
that's
Sorry.
a great example.
No,
you're right.
F you, no, I'm
you're
joking.
right. That's a great
I'm
example.
joking.
That's
No.
an incredible example.
I'm joking.
But like
No,
no,
it's
like
DUI.
seriously, like any kind of like even a Jared Allen. Like we always talk about Jared Allen
Yeah.
not being on the Cavs. Like we literally talk about this every single video of him being on
Yeah,
the team.
yeah.
But like that kind of guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
filling
the
holes on the
Pelicans
roster.
We don't Pels soon enough. Pels are just trying to win another.
Michael Porter Jr. could be a really cool
No,
spot.
he's also not the guy. Like, what
But
are
he
you
didn't have
talking
to be the
about?
guy. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
but he's also just like.
But he's been in the playoffs
not the
before?
right mindset. He will
Okay.
not pass the ball.
That's true.
Like you were horrible at this.
Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson would be better.
Yeah, Cam Johnson would be good. Cam
But
Johnson.
yeah, I think someone like that can really. Also, it's like they need to be able to fit in. I think a big man would be the guy they really.
Yeah, it's probably a big man.
And so
By the way, I had Mark Williams on their team, but he
Mark Williams is not that guy.
was 23 years old and they traded him away.
Yeah,
Like, what-
still, we're looking for age.
You're right. You're right.
Like this is a team that can do
Steven
it,
Adams.
but not right now. It's something like that. Like
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you're right. Okay.
Um,
but that's a good spot. You're right.
Cleveland has a chance. I
Yeah.
think that's pretty clear. Just like they are every year.
Do we want to rank them in their category? Let's do
Sure,
it.
let's do that. I mean, we don't need to do the bottom. They're all equal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Cleveland. I mean, with Donovan Mitchell. I don't really know how they've been playing. You know,
They've been
They're-
okay. They've
they're
kind of
the
just been
4
eh.
seed. Yeah, and they're just like the Cavs at this point. So now they have Harden, which is interesting. That's that guy in the playoffs you could use.
Evan
right?
Mobley just came back.
Evan Mobley,
Yep.
Jared Allen, I think is still on their team.
Yep.
Yeah, they haven't traded him for 2 first-round picks yet.
Not yet.
One day. But yeah, I think this team is a team that's always able to threaten. I think they always kind of run into a buzzsaw in the playoffs, and I think one of these years they'll find their time.
I would love to see that first round matchup with the Hawks. I think that would be really fun. Maybe not for like you, but like
No,
for
not
an
for me at all.
NBA fan, I think a lot of people would like that matchup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd agree. Cavs are here.
So yeah, this is like this tier was made for the Nuggets.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, and they're at the top of it.
Yeah, probably.
For sure.
I
They're
mean,
Cleveland.
maybe like Pistons, but
Maybe.
they're kind of tied. I don't know, but
We can talk about them.
the Nuggets, they're obviously been there before. They're better than they were when they won the championship. Arguably, they probably are.
They are.
And just it hasn't looked pretty this season. Like they are the 4th seed right now, and that seems kind of weird.
The West
but,
is just crazy, though.
But the West is crazy.
Yeah.
I think they are obviously capable of making a run in the playoffs. Absolutely, with Jokic, anything's possible.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, when you have literally the best player on the world on your team, which I will not call him the best player in the world until like someone looks better than him, which no one's looked better than him in the past 5 years. So, so yeah, I agree. When you have the best player in the world and Jamal Murray is Jamal Murray might make an All NBA team this year. Like he is
Really good.
so freaking
underrated.
good. Cam Johnson, he's been dealing with so many injuries this year, but he is such a good piece for the playoffs, like in a run. And then obviously you have all your guys like Bruce Brown and Tim Hardaway Jr. Like they're all still there. And Christian Brown is finally back. Like they're getting their guys back. I see them maybe snagging the 3 seed. They're what, a game back from the Lakers, game and a half back. So like there's a chance if they snag the 3 seed.
A game and a half back.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Nuggets a lot this year with like how they've kind of been slipping. But if they snag the 3 seed,
That's gonna be important because the Thunder are gonna be in the ones. Oh, no, never mind. F me.
maybe not.
Spurs are 2 games back.
Yeah, you never know. Like the Spurs are
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, so Pistons, they can go. Let's go
I think-
below the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think in the middle.
Especially because of the
Yeah.
Cade injury and the
We have just
we
no
don't
clue
know
what
about
the
that
timeline is. Yeah.
because if they don't have Cade, then they're Pacers probably.
Yeah,
but also, I don't know if they're not Cade. Or
what
not.
would their first round matchup be right now? Like who's the 8 seed in the East?
Oh my god, like you went the wrong way. It would be the Hornets. So
Like the Hornets could beat them without Cade. Like
Yes,
that's
they
possible.
could.
That's
So,
what I'm
like-
saying.
yeah, Cade is their
Yeah.
their rock, and they need him back. And if they can get him back, they can win any series. Especially with the way they play defense and the guys, like they built their team the right way. They have the right guys around Cade.
Yeah.
Maybe you could use one more like volume score, but other than that, I think they're really good.
Yeah, they're a hard team to evaluate though right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Again, another team that's one piece away from being really good. And
yeah.
they're obviously a different level than the Hornets. The Hornets are one move away from being the Pistons right now. The Pistons are one move
But
away from being the
they are
Spurs right
similar to the Spurs
So,
in a way where it's like
yeah.
they have time, right? They're still so young.
Yeah.
But
They need, I would say, like a volume scorer, like a guy who can be next to Cade and like score the rock.
Devin Booker be a perfect fit.
Kind of, but
they have been trying to put
not
Devin
on that
Booker
level.
in
Not on
Detroit
that
for
level.
so long.
Not-
Oh, like less than that?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
a kid Alexander Walker.
Oh,
Or
okay.
someone like that who can give you 20.
Austin Reeves?
Who will, yeah, like that.
Ooh,
Who will
okay.
literally, who won't cost that much and will give you points. Like that's what you need.
Hold on, hear me. Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
That'd
Because
be
they
tough.
got Duran, they got Thompson, right? They got guys that are defensive guys. Got Cade who can run this. Who's the general who can run this thing.
No one can shoot the ball.
But they need guys who can score,
Yeah,
and I think
literally
that's
no
what
one
puts
can
them
score,
over
no
the
one
top.
can shoot. But it's been cool. We've been seeing, like, since Cade's been out, they've been playing a lot of guards. So, like, we've gotten to see Kevin Huerter minutes, finally. The fact he wasn't getting minutes when they cannot shoot the ball is insane. Duncan Robinson,
Also,
dude has
guy-
been insane.
talk
Like,
about shooting the ball. The reason Kevin Huerter doesn't get minutes is because they have Duncan Robinson. They're the same.
true. Dennis Jenkins. This is some ball knowledge for you. Dennis Jenkins was an undrafted free agent. He was picked up by the team in a training camp,
Okay.
and he's worked his way into, like, a 7-8 man right
Oh,
now for the business. And he's been awesome.
Don't know who that is.
So, some ball knowledge for you.
Warriors feel like easy Pacers. They feel like
I think they'll blow the Hawks, though.
yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But I think do they have Curry? Do they have Curry? Yeah.
He's been hurt for a month and a half.
But
Like,
will
we
he
have
be
no-
back? Well, we have him in the
They
playoffs.
said he's coming back in a couple.
But they
in a
won't have
week.
Jimmy, right?
In a week. No. Jimmy's after you.
But will they have Porzingis?
Probably for the playoffs, yeah.
So I think if you've got Curry, you obviously have a chance, right? But and their team doesn't look great, especially with Jimmy out. With Jimmy out, they're obviously probably above the Hawks. But
Yeah,
with
probably.
Jimmy's in.
Yeah.
But I think obviously with Curry, he can do anything, especially with a good big man like Porzingis. They got a chance. But really a slim one this year.
You want to know what their starting lineup was last night?
No.
Or 2 nights ago.
No.
2 nights ago.
Steph Curry and 4 other. No, not
Steph Curry was not starting.
Okay.
iPods.
Yeah, good.
Moses Moody.
Sure.
Gui Santos.
Remind you if I say who that is?
LJ Cryer.
I heard him, I think.
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
And Quentin Post.
Yeah, sure.
That was the starting 5.
Sure, man.
And that's why they're the 10 seed.
Hey,
Yes.
but
But they have Steph Curry, so
they're
literally anything can happen.
They're guaranteed a spot in the play-in. So. That's
Yeah,
what
but
it is.
I don't know if they get through the play-in. It's gonna be tough.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Rockets, I think go in that same category.
You think
I don't know.
Pacers?
Well, I mean, I think they got enough to be in the has a chance category.
I agree. I think they're low, but
Yeah, I think the lowest one, but
Yeah.
I think because it's 2 different styles of team. Like this team has what it takes, has the blueprint of a championship team
Sure.
if they can put it all together,
Yeah.
right? And the Pacers category is for a team that maybe doesn't have the blueprint at all, but still somehow does it, like the Pacers did last year.
exactly.
But so yeah, Kevin Durant is your guy. You got veteran pieces around him with fun young stars. Like this is a team that's really well put together and it can really go out there and win a championship.
Yeah, I totally agree. It also comes to like the young stars stepping up in the playoffs, right? Like Tari Eason and Jabari Smith are kind of the X factors to step up for Houston because they're those long wings that can score and they're so good on defense. Houston is going to be hard to beat in the playoffs because they are so good defensively, right? Like if they get matched up against the Lakers in the first round, that's a tough first round matchup for the Lakers because they're so good on defense, and they have Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Clippers. I don't know. I'll let you take the reins on this. I have no idea.
So I think it's Pacers, and I think it's ahead of Warriors.
Yeah. Okay. So I was because they kind of have a blueprint of has a chance, but also they don't have a chance.
They don't.
So it's like I think Pacers would be.
I think they're below the Hawks, though.
I would disagree.
Okay.
Reasoning? I think Kawhi Leonard is the reason that they could take him over the top.
Yeah,
and I think especially in the playoffs, he's got the experience. And I think the Hawks lack that. I think when you're talking about having a chance to make a run in the playoffs, that's really what you need. So.
Kawhi Leonard should make an All-NBA first team this year.
Yeah,
he might not,
amazing.
but he has been incredible.
So I would vouch for putting them over. Especially because they got because they
they don't have much after.
Yeah, I don't know who
That's
else is on
the
the
problem. It's like they don't have Harden anymore. They don't have Zubac anymore.
Yeah,
they
don't
don't
have
like.
Norman Powell
Okay,
anymore.
to be fair, what's his name? Benedict Mathurin has been awesome for the Clippers, but like in the playoffs, like can Benedict Mathurin really start for you and like when you games maybe
Yeah,
like.
I think he can.
But yeah, once again, no Norman Powell, right? Like there's a lot of guys. I think
I would go above him. I think it's just the and yeah. If you really don't want to, we don't have to because you're no more than me. But I think it's a different kind of team where like they're more made for the playoffs than the Hawks are.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's so close because one team is playing. They're both playing actually pretty well right now, but.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. They're both really good though. Like they're both.
Yeah. All right,
high
Lakers.
in that category.
Lakers have a chance.
Where do we want to put them?
I would say right below Pistons, because
Yeah, no, that's
Like-
a good spot. That's a good spot. Yeah, agree.
we don't need to say much about them. They are really streaky. They can be really good. They can be really bad just because that's the way they're constructed. LeBron's old. Also, they have Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. That's like the most inconsistent thing ever.
Yeah.
And so
Cones.
they have so many like guys that are just weird
Yeah.
and inconsistent. So they put it all together. They're the best team, which is why they have a chance. But also, they could go out first round again.
Very possibly. I totally agree. Everything you said. But
Right.
you have Luka Doncic on your team, so like you also might go to Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. Heat for no, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's ahead of Hornets.
I would say Hornets at the last.
Yeah.
Let's fill out for no because like,
who
Raptors,
Yeah.
Blazers.
Where's Raptors go?
I would say
Below
between
here.
them and then Blazers
Blazers goes right ahead of them.
right ahead of them. Yeah. And I think the rest of these teams, yeah.
Maybe if
Sun-
we get to it, we'll
the
see.
Suns.
We'll see.
Okay, yeah. Let's go Timberwolves first.
Okay.
Timberwolves, I think they have a chance because, like
Yeah,
we've seen,
for sure.
they're 2 straight conference finals. Like this team is again made
I
for the
think they're
playoffs.
ahead of Lakers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think this team
I
is
think it
made
might be
for the
ahead of
playoffs.
Pistons.
I think it's fine because if they stick with the Nuggets in my head.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, them and the Nuggets are that's fine.
I agree.
I think them and the Nuggets are equals at this point in the playoffs.
One has Jokic and one doesn't.
But then like, yes,
That's why the Nuggets are ahead,
yes,
though.
but
That's what I'm saying.
but like also, playoff wise, they've looked really similar. I think because the Timberwolves have the shiny pieces are better. I think, and they have
Probably, yeah.
and so I think both of those teams are made for the playoffs and can make big runs, and so that's why they're both up there.
I'd agree. I think, so a couple of guys for the Timberwolves, like Ayo DeSumo, did you know he had a triple-double the other night? And he dropped like 20, 15, and 10
Interesting.
off the bench.
Interesting.
Like they have so many guys.
That's the NBA, dude. Anyone can do it.
You're right.
All right. Yeah, freak the NBA. All right.
But like the Pacers don't.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies don't.
Yeah.
The Hornets don't. Well, the Hornets do, actually.
So wait, let's not say those teams anymore. Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, if they're on the
Pelicans.
The can't say no. Can't
Do
say
the
that.
Pelicans?
You can't say anything on the bottom. Anyone on the bottom doesn't get named.
Okay.
Knicks. I think the Knicks is my first team that has a chance. I think they're better than the Nuggets.
Ooh.
I think they're the fourth best team. Do you disagree?
Ooh. I don't. I think the Nuggets and the Timberwolves are both better.
Really?
I do.
I
That might be West bias coming in.
think it is. Look, they got Brunson. Another team that's kind of built for the playoffs. Like I said, like
They are.
they got Brunson. They got who else? They have
But they have not been great this year. Cat, Mikal Bridges,
The Cat, Bridges,
OG
Bridges
Anunoby,
team, like,
Josh Hart, Jose
playoff-
Alvarado's been
playoff team.
hooping. Jose
They're three
Alvarado
seed.
has been insane.
They're the three. Okay,
I totally agree.
put this in
It's the
perspective.
East. It's the East.
They're the same winning percentage as the Nuggets right now.
Once again, the East, though.
Yeah, okay, but they're the same winning percentage as the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's true.
So I would put them above the Nuggets. I think they have a better chance to win it all, especially in the East, because they're in the East. So that
but
gives them a better chance.
You're
Gives
right.
them
They have a better chance to
championship.
get there. That is true.
So that's
That statistically does technically put them.
yeah.
Low key, they might be in favorites.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No, they're my first team I would put up there, but no.
That's so tough because like I think the Nuggets and Timberwolves both beat them in a series, but like I know that's not
Nah.
like technically what we're gauging, but like
Yeah, it would be close. It would be a toss up. Like those three teams
that'd
are
be
also
fun.
close.
That'd be such a fun series. Holy
Yeah,
Nuggets
it'd be
Knicks.
awesome. Magic, it's either really low in Pacers, or I would go between Warriors and Hawks. So I think they got the chance to get on one
Yes,
because like
Ooh.
the guys that have
feels so bad putting Curry that low.
it's not Curry,
but it Loki is. It's Loki just Curry.
no, yeah, I'm saying like it's
But
not,
yeah.
Curry's not the problem.
You're
Curry's
right.
not why they're
You're right,
there.
you're right. They have to get Franz Wagner back. Like
Yeah,
they are so limited
Franz
offensively.
Wagner, Paolo, Desmond Bain, they have guys that can get hot and go win you a few playoff series. Is it gonna happen? No, but
Yeah.
Wendell
Wendell Carter's been awesome. That's another guy like for the Magic, like who gets so underrated. That would be another guy.
Yeah, they're a team that can definitely be the Pacers from last year.
For sure. And that's the thing. Like we saw it. We've seen it the past couple years. Like Orlando is good.
Yeah.
Orlando
No,
can
they are.
be good. And they can get stretches where they go so cold from three, right? Because they put up lineups where they can't shoot. None of them can shoot, right? And Paolo has looked really sketchy at times. He's also looked like an all-NBA player at times. So like they are a very hot and cold team. But I agree that's what the Pacers were last year.
Yeah.
So.
I think the 76ers are like the epitome of Pacers. Like the way
Yeah.
that, like,
I think
the-
they're a little, yeah, okay.
the thing that they maybe not the top team in it, but like the way that they're built, like this is the stuff we were saying about the Pacers last year. I feel like, gotta think where it's like they have Maxey and they
That's
can
true.
and they can go out there and they got pieces.
Once
and they
again, it's
can-
a hard team to evaluate because they're not healthy.
yeah. So the Pacers weren't healthy. Like they,
You're right. That's true.
they're a team that this is literally the epitome of this category because they have talent. They're inconsistent. They're weird, but they can go out and win in the playoffs. And I think that was I'll put them.
Hawks
At the
and them are
top.
so close.
I'll put them at
For
the
me.
top.
I wouldn't put them above Clippers.
I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
the thing. Clippers and Hawks are like this.
Yeah, so
They're
like I would because is Embiid coming back? Is Embiid playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
So yeah, Embiid and Maxey like that puts him
Yeah.
above.
And VJ's been.
And VJ's good,
VJ's
like-
not missed a game. Paul George is finally back.
Yeah,
Maxey
I would
just
put
has
them
to
above.
get back. That's the thing. Quentin Grimes has been hooping.
They're on a different level of team than these other four.
Talent-wise,
Talent-wise.
you're right.
So,
Talent-wise, you're right.
the
But
ability
like
to win
how they're
playoff
playing
games.
right now.
I don't care about that.
You're right.
We're 2 months to the playoffs.
You're right. You're right.
I would go 76ers at the top of that category.
Okay, that's fair.
And then
All three of these teams are so.
and then
close.
the Suns are right in there with them, I feel like.
I'd agree.
And so like I would put the Suns right between Sixers and Clippers. I think they
Talent-wise, you're probably right.
and because they have a chance. They have Devin Booker.
Actually, you know what? I'll give you that. For
Because
sure.
they
I think that's actually a really good spot.
and I think they had to get hot, but they've got the pieces to do it. And kind of like the Sixers, right?
Another
Whereas-
team to get
whereas
fully healthy.
It feels like the Clippers don't really have the pieces to do it. Those other two teams do, and that's kind of what
Yeah.
separates them. Like you could see it. Like last year with the Pacers, you could see it, but it was just like I can't really. Can I see the Hawks in the finals? No.
But also the thing I can see, like the thing with these two teams, like the 76ers and the Suns are like kind of you're right, they are on a different level because these teams don't really beat themselves, right? Like this team does, the Hawks do,
Yeah.
Orlando definitely does.
Yeah, Orlando literally. that's
Well,
how
the
they
Warriors definitely do, right? Like, but
teams
these,
don't beat the Magic.
these teams, like, right when the Suns get matched up against OKC, maybe in the first round, like if that happens, or
Yeah.
they get matched up against the Spurs, they're just better, right? And it's nothing on the Suns. That's just like better teams,
Yeah.
right? So it's kind of different. Where if like the Hawks get matched up against the Celtics in the
It's
first
over.
round, for example, they can just kill them out of a game. The Hawks could also win a game, right? Like that's how they
Yeah.
play. It's kind of different. So, but I would agree that these two teams are kind of on
Yeah.
different levels.
Right.
So.
Well, that's all we got. I don't know how long this was, but it was a good one.
Actually a really good
We'll
list.
talk about March Madness next week, and do something MLB. I don't really know yet. We're playing it by year. It's season 6, and we're excited. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.